Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my picks and analysis for Week 14 of the 2016 NFL season. Well, let me get started. First game I'm going to take, I'm going to go with Kansas City at home over the Oakland Raiders. Kansas City, right now, they've won 7 of 8. They've been on a roll. They've won 6 of the last 7 versus Oakland. They've dominated the series against the Raiders in recent time. And also, Kansas City, the Chiefs really almost surreptitiously have been really about the best regular season team over the last season and a half practically. I mean, 19-3 in the last 22 regular season games. I mean, that is nothing to scoff at. I understand Oakland has been on their rampage as well. They're a flawless 5-0 on the road. They've won 6 consecutive games. It's a very enticing pick for a lot of people to go with Oakland right now. But I don't think we can discount Kansas City due to the fact, keep in mind, Kansas City did defeat Oakland earlier this season. That was at Oakland. This is at Kansas City now, and this is a primetime game. I like Kansas City to get this done. Next game, I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road to defeat the Buffalo Bills. Now, Pittsburgh's been hot lately. They've won 3 consecutive games. They seem to be clicking on all cylinders. Ben Roethlisberger looks very healthy. He's playing very well. They've outscored the opposition 76-30 in those 3 games. James Harrison has even been playing well for this team. So you look at Buffalo, they've been struggling. They've dropped 4 of the last 6. They only have 1 win versus a team with a winning record. The one thing in their favor, though, they are number 1 in rushing yards per game at about 162, and they could give the Pittsburgh Steelers run defense a good battle in this game. That being said, Pittsburgh is just playing too well right now. I like the Steelers on the road. Next game, I'm going to take the Denver Broncos to win this one on the road over the Tennessee Titans. Denver right now 4-2 on the road. Their pass defense is number 1 in the league in terms of passing yards allowed per game. Right now they have Von Miller leading the way. They are number 1 in defensive sacks. And the thing about this, though, Tennessee has a chance in this game, not only because they're at home, because they're a vastly improved team at 6-6 right now. They're already doubled their win total of last season. They're number 3 in rushing yards per game at about 142. Running back to Marco Murray, it's going to be a good battle between him and the Denver run defense, because the Denver run defense is actually only number 28 in the NFL, and it might not be much of a battle. If Tennessee can run the ball effectively and dominate time of possession, they have a chance to win, but I still like Denver in a close one. They're just a little bit better right now as far as just the overall personnel of this team, and I like their defense in general. So anyway, taking Denver on the road. Next game, I'm going to take the Washington Redskins to win on the road against the Philadelphia Eagles. Washington, the coach had stated they had underachieved last week. I believe they did as well. I think they'll bounce back in this one. Kirk Cousins is number 3 in passing yards right now. They have a very good passing offense. They're 5-3-1 in their last 9 after losing the first, after struggling early on in the season. And you look at Philadelphia, you talk about a floundering franchise, just 2-7 in the last 9. They got off to a very hot start at 3-0, but they have plummeted ever since. They just really don't seem to have those playmakers on offense that can get the job done. Now, the one positive thing in their favor, they are number 1 in kick return average at about 31 yards per kickoff return on average. This field position in this game may figure more prominently than the average game because of this. Philadelphia can get very good field position. They have a shot in this game, and they are at home, but I still like the Washington Redskins. They've just been playing better of late. I'm going to take the Redskins on the road. Now, the next game, I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins to win at home over the Arizona Cardinals. Miami 5-1 at home. They got plastered last week. I'm hoping that was an aberration for them. They have a very good running team, number 8 in rushing yards per game, and However, their rushing yards against per game, or I should say, rushing yards allowed per game. Arizona's number 11, so they are not bad in that department. It'll be a good battle to look at. Arizona, however, has not played well on the road, just 1-4 on the road, but they are number 2 in total defense. So their defense should keep them in this game. And running back David Johnson, I mean, he is number 1 in all-purpose yards this season. Definitely a viable MVP candidate. They will keep this game close, but Miami is just too good at home, and they have really improved their play. You take that game that they got annihilated last week at Baltimore. I think they will bounce back and play much better. They had like a 6-game winning streak stop. I think they get back on track and go back to the way they were playing before they got pummeled last week. I like Miami at home. Now the next game, I like the Carolina Panthers to win at home over the San Diego Chargers. This is a game between two teams that are basically below, I mean, they're below 500. They're not even mediocre. Carolina has been a major disappointment. They're just 3-3 at home this season. They've lost 3 of their last 4, but Cam Newton got benched for that first play last week. But you look at San Diego, just 2-4 on the road. This is a team that has been struggling. I mean, really, Casey Hayward is one of their bright spots. 7 interceptions. They have playmakers on this team that will make this game competitive, but I just like Carolina really mainly on virtue of their home field advantage. If this was San Diego at home, I probably would have taken the Chargers, but I like Carolina to win at home in this one. Now the next game, well, this is basically a fairly easy game to pick. I mean, I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals to win on the road over the Cleveland Browns. Cincinnati may be without wide receiver A.J. Green, but they're able to pick up the slack. Last week, wide receiver Brandon LaFell had 9 receptions for 95 yards. And this is a team still, despite their losses, are still better than Cleveland. Cleveland has lost 26 of their last 27 games, counting the 4 preseason games this season. They are, number 31 in scoring defense, they're allowing over 29 points per game. Their scoring offense is one of the worst. I believe that's 31st in the NFL as well. They've been also, in the last 4 games, they've been outscored 114-239. I mean, they are just not even being competitive as of late. And really, Cincinnati, despite not having the best personnel right now and the fact they've taken a step back, they're still good enough to beat Cleveland. They beat them earlier this season, and I believe they will beat them again in this one. I like Cincinnati to win this one on the road. Now, the next game, I'm going to take the Detroit Lions to win at home over the Chicago Bears. Detroit 5-1 at home. They had 3 defensive interceptions last week. They seem to be clicking on all cylinders right now. They've won 7 of 8. They had a great win against the Saints on the road last week. Chicago, on the other hand, is really not doing much of anything. They're 0-6 on the road. No wins on the road this season. They're one of the leaders in the NFL in drop passes. Quarterback Matt Barkley has really been efficient during the time he has played for the Bears. Being a divisional game, Chicago's got some swagger. They won last week, and they nearly beat the Tennessee Titans the week before. However, Detroit right now is playing with reckless abandonment. They're on the mission. They do see the division title is very well within their reach, very conceivable, and I think they're not going to have a letdown in this one. I like Detroit at home. Next game, I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts to win at home over the Houston Texans. Despite NFL analyst Herm Edwards being very adamant about the Titans winning the division this year, I kind of think the Colts are going to do it right now. Out of all those 3 6-6 teams in the AFC South, I think the Colts with their offense can get this done. I'm a Titans fan. I hope I'm wrong, but I think it's going to be the Colts. Quarterback Andrew Luck, the last 3 games he's played, the Colts have won. Colts are just a mediocre 3-3 at home. However, Houston is just 1-5 on the road. They're 1 win coming against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Houston, no J.J. Watt, of course, still. The one thing that will keep them in this game is their pass defense. Houston's pass defense can make this close, but given the fact it's at Indy, The Colts right now have been playing very well with Andrew Luck in recent time. I like the Colts to win this one at home. Next game, I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings on the road to defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Minnesota, they have not been playing well of late, but however, they did have competitive games. The last two games, they were very close against Dallas and against Detroit, two division-leading teams. They're number 4 in scoring defense, and even though they've lost the last couple of games, they've still been competitive. Jacksonville, just 1-5 at home. They've lost 7 consecutive games. They're just really plummeting big time. They're just number 27 in scoring offense at 18.7 points per game. Wide receiver Allen Robinson was held to 3 receptions for 31 yards last week. He'll probably be a little bit better this week. He'll have to step up if they have any chance of winning this game. It won't be enough, though. Minnesota I like on the road. Next game, I'm going to take the New York Jets on the road to defeat the San Francisco 49ers. This game is basically a coin flip. The Jets right now, they have hit rock bottom. They've lost 4 in a row. They've scored a robust 33 points in the last 3 games, just 2-4 on the road. San Francisco, though, despite being at home, they have played even worse. They've lost 11 consecutive games. They're number 32 in scoring defense, and they're giving up nearly 31 points per game. Now, I don't know what's going on with the 49ers, but obviously the team is just in a lot of trouble right now. I think Colin Kaepernick is likely going to play, but I don't think it's going to make that much difference in the grand scheme of things. I still think they wind up losing this game. I believe it will be 12 consecutive losses when this is all said and done for them. I'm taking the Jets to win on the road. Now, next game, I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win at home over the New Orleans Saints. Tampa Bay right now, is this the resurgent Tampa Bay Buccaneers? They've won 4 consecutive games. Their defense has been exceptional during that streak. They've only given up 13.5 points per game during that stretch. We're seeing the progression and maturation of quarterback Jameis Winston. Mike Evans has turned out to be a standout receiver for this team. New Orleans right now, just underachieving big time. Just 2-3 on the road, and they've dropped 3 of their last 4 games. The defense has allowed at least 20 points in every game with the exception of 1, or I should say they've given up 20 points in every game with the exception of 1 this season. This one they probably will do the same thing, and I believe they will lose. I like the Buccaneers to win at home. Next game, I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons to win on the road over the Los Angeles Rams. Atlanta right now number 1 in scoring offense. They're averaging about 32 points per game. They have wide receiver Julio Jones, number 1 in receiving yards. Matt Ryan is one of the leaders in passing yards on this team. The passing offense is sensational. The Los Angeles Rams, however, are not. They've dropped 7 of 8. They're number 32 in scoring offense, just scoring 15 points per game, and only 1-4 at home, and I don't see them getting the second home win against the Atlanta Falcons. I think Atlanta bounces back after a tough loss to the Chiefs last week. I like Atlanta to win on the road. Now, next game, I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers to win, which might be considered a mild upset to a lot of people. I like the Packers to win at home over the Seattle Seahawks. The Green Bay right now, despite recent struggles, they've won a couple games in a row, 4-2 at home. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers stated he thought it was very possible they could win the remaining 6 games. This will be a very tough challenge, of course, for Green Bay. You have Russell Wilson at quarterback for Seattle, and Green Bay's pass defense is not exactly superlative. He could have a big game against them. However, I'm looking at the fact that this is at Green Bay. Seattle has not been stupendous on the road. They're just 2-3-1 on the road this season. Temperature at Green Bay is going to be around 29 degrees at game time. And I think it's more conducive to Green Bay right now. The fact that they're going to be playing more with desperation and sense of urgency in this game. Seattle can lose this game. They'll be in the division lead. They are on the road. Green Bay is at home in this one. Seattle does have the #1 scoring defense in the league, giving up about 16 points per game. That will make this game close. But Green Bay right now, I just see they're going to come out with a little more intensity in this one. And the fact that it's at Green Bay in the conditions there with the weather, I like the Packers at home. Next game. I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys to win on the road against my G-Men. Dallas, of course, seeking retribution after losing to the Giants earlier this season. They have won 11 consecutive games. Dallas is a flawless 6-0 on the road this season, and they're going to look to avenge that Week 1 loss to the Giants. Giants, though, 5-1 at home. Wide receiver Victor Cruz was not targeted last week against the Steelers. I think that will change. The Giants will come out and play very well in this one and probably will be a close game. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to the final possession. But I do like the Cowboys to win this one. I just don't see them getting swept by the Giants this season. I wouldn't be shocked if the Giants somehow win this game. But we're a little concerned about the Giants because last week I think Pittsburgh might have exploited something, maybe with their offense, and if the Cowboys can kind of maybe not copy completely, I know they're going to have their own game plan, but as far as what the Steelers did defensively, they can the Cowboys can have a very good chance of beating the Giants and really maybe take Eli Manning out of his rhythm. And I just feel that could very well happen. I mean, Eli Manning, if he throws one interception even in this game, I think that it's really a strong advantage for Dallas. I mean, it's going to be a game that's going to, I think, miscues and mishaps are going to figure more prominently in this one than usual because Dallas, their quarterback, he doesn't have many interceptions. I don't know if it's 2 or 3, but the quarterback for Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, has very few INTs, makes very few mental mistakes, very composed and poised for a rookie. So this is where it's going to come down to. I think the G-Men might make 1 or 2 more mistakes as far as turnovers go than the Cowboys, and that should be the difference in the game. So I do like Dallas to win this one on the road. Last but not least, I'm going to take the New England Patriots to win at home over the Baltimore Ravens. Now, New England 7-1 since Tom Brady's return, 4-2 at home. Now, Baltimore can make this close. They have 14 defensive interceptions on the season. #1 in total defense, #2 in scoring defense. They did play very well last week when they trounced Miami. That was at Baltimore, though. This one will be primetime game at New England. Baltimore has played New England very well in recent past and may very well make this a closer game than a lot of people think due to Baltimore's, I'm going to call them the ravenous defense, seriously right now. But New England is at home with Tom Brady and company. I understand Gronkowski is out, but they will make up the difference. They will find a way to improvise, and there's just too many weapons on offense with the Patriots for Baltimore to counter, and I think I like the Patriots to win this one at home. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube NFL prediction segment, and until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.